the touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 180. Stop.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Inside the 30. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go. And the Seahawks will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. He gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a 1st down. Try to throw again. Here's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Williams to the air once more. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. Throw it again. It's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. Throwing again, Williams. Quick throw here is complete.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Burden, the man on the move. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Bears. The PAT, up and good. And the Bears come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. A big play for Seattle. It covers 51 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
11, Thomas.
Pass right side. That is hauled in by Horton. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now,
here we go.
For him individually.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Young Burrow. Touchdown Seahawks. Point after try, forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is brought in. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. That gains an even 60 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
He runs with it.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. He picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. Luther Burden, the intended target. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the left side, that is caught by Horton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width.
Oh, the ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Has a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. What a standout performance early on in this one. And his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. To throw, it's Williams. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. Throwing is Williams. Flush to his right. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it just past their 25.
Williams pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
11 Thomas.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. The throw on the run is complete. Still going. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, really one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
And no no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears first down. To throw is Williams. That's a short one, caught by Loveland. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's swung out to Etienne. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. 2 minutes to go here, till halftime. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. 2nd down and 8. Here's Williams. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back.
12, 12, 12. Shot, 11, 11. Shot.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, Seattle.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Shot.
Now a give to Walker, running right. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone yet again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Vegas!
And the Bears first down.
Here's Williams now to throw. He'll go right back to Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Here's first and 10.
That's good for the Bears.
Now Williams exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half.
And he's in! Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Yeah! And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 11, 180. Play hot.
On first down, Burrow. He'll let one go down the middle. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Now second down throw for Burrow. That is brought in. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. So it's one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big one there to start the second half. 45 yards.
And the Bears first down.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep the score right where it is.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Downfield, he's got one. free at the 35. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 87 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point is good. And the Seahawks stretch things out even further.
Bears 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Rolling right. Now a shot here, deep middle. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And good running on the return. That'll help him out as the ball right around the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Once again, it's Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Here we go, here we go.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's going to give it up for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
Now, Burrow. Got it with Smith in Jigba. His 1st catch for this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another.
Here we go.
First down.
Here's a handoff to Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
180. 180.
To throw is Burrow. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
70.
Now this looks like a design run. He will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown Seahawks. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Seahawks add on to their already sizable lead.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Whoa. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Big Rover Stewart in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Yes.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. On the run to the right. He'll tuck it and take off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get it down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Stop!
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. And he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Shot. Let's go.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got another one. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Extra point attempt still to come. Got it. And the Seahawks will add one more onto their big lead.
66. Bears 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Moving outside the pocket. Now he takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Williams. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick six in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Williams to the air once more. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And he's going to be stopped well short of the marker. That one never had a chance. They turn it over on down.
Here we go. 180. Right up. Stop.
The run up the middle. It's Walker. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Back to crown the NFC champion after this.
Gun. Cut. 180. 180. Cut. 12.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Like somebody moved early up front.
Here we go. 180. 11 up.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was taken down behind.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looks like he would have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back. And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
180. Shot.
They go play action for Burrow. He's got a man. That's Horton. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop at 35 seconds to go.
180. Shot.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win here for the Seahawks. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. Every red they want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, if you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And let's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. And if you're ready, they want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, if you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in love, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm honest. I'm just trying to figure you out. You're all I need to know. You're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
Walk out the house with my swagger, hop in that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious, I